At first glance, Taurus is the embodiment of calm and comfort. They're patient, caring, good listeners, and always ready to treat you to homemade baked goods. But behind this soft exterior lies a truly fierce character. Taurus is the type who stays silent for long periods but responds with precision, who adores order and comfort but won't tolerate anyone intruding on their sacred boundaries. They try to be nice, really, but if you cross the line, don't be surprised. This list contains 10 humorous, but frighteningly true, reasons why Taurus are sweet but can kill you. With love, of course. Let's start with, don't mess with their food, ever. For a Taurus, food isn't just nourishment. It's a ritual, a pleasure, and partly the meaning of life. He could dream about that pie all day. He's been mentally preparing, calculating calories, biding his time. And then you take the last piece. At that moment, Taurus doesn't care about your family ties or years of friendship. He sees a traitor who has destroyed his gastronomic bliss. At best, they'll glare at you. At worst, you'll end up on the untouchables list. And they warned, always. Taurus are like a manual for a piece of equipment. They honestly explain that you shouldn't press this button. And of course you do. They don't like scandals. They don't make a scene. They just say it straight out, once, twice. And by the third time, it's too late. Now it's not their anger that's at stake, but yours. Because with Taurus, everything is fair. First gently, then down the list. Besides, they're caring until you start taking advantage of it. Taurus loves to take care of you, feeding you, wrapping you up, reminding you to bring a scarf, and soothing your nerves. But if you start taking this for granted, welcome to controlling grandmother with a wicked mind. You'll be checked, lectured, and your voice will take on the tone of voice as if you've forgotten to call for 3 days. Because Taurus doesn't just care, it invests in you. And if you let them down, they'll hold you accountable to the letter. With love, of course. Besides, silent contempt is their signature weapon. Taurus won't scream, throw a tantrum, or write angry posts. A single glance, as icy as Siberian frost, and sarcasm so subtle that you first laugh, and then start doubting yourself, your life, and your decisions. They don't start fights. They're simply disappointed. And that's much worse. The worst thing is, you start to feel remorse, even if you're not sure you did anything wrong. And their signature phrase, I did it for you, is a Taurus's battle mantra. Taurus really did do it. They cared, helped, endured, waited, and provided comfort, not just for show, but sincerely and from their heart. But if you decide not to appreciate it, brush it off, or, heaven forbid, respond rudely, Taurus activates, I invested, now you owe it mode. Arguing is pointless. They don't play manipulation games. They simply have this kind of accounting system for their feelings. And now, since you've received all this for you, be kind enough to match their level of service. Now, about the fact that they don't seek revenge. They restore justice. Taurus are too proud to stoop to banal revenge. But justice is a different matter. It's a principle, you know. They won't plot against you, but they will carefully create an environment in which you will feel everything they felt. Well, maybe a little more gently, because they're still good. It's just that now you'll stumble where Taurus stumbled, not because they're seeking revenge, but so that you, so to speak, experience the moral of the story. They call it restoring balance. The universe calls it karma. And if they love you, be especially careful. A Taurus's love is a highly involved investment. Emotions, time, support, comfort food, and psychological stability. They're not just there for you. They're building a small empire of comfort and control around you. But you'll have to pay for it, not with money, but with stability, reliability, and attention to detail. It's important to a Taurus that everything runs like a Swiss watch, precisely, efficiently, and without a hitch. And if you suddenly start to malfunction, rest assured, the maintenance will be rigorous. Besides, they're very stable. Until they break, Taurus is like a reliable dam. They contain and maintain their composure even under internal pressure. It's difficult to upset them, but if it does happen, hold on. Burst a crack, then a flood of emotions, and suddenly you're at the epicenter of an emotional tsunami. Tears, accusations, a look full of tragedy. You made me be like this. And a full-blown drama begins, where you're the star, but clearly not the hero. And, like in Game of Thrones, no one escapes unscathed. They also adore comfort. Disturbing it is a crime. For a Taurus, comfort is a sacred space, a temple of stability where everything is in its place and smells like vanilla candles. Their blanket is folded in a certain pattern. Their chair is adjusted to the precise curve of their spine. And their cup is just this one, with just this tea, just this one. You arrived, sat in the wrong place, moved the pillow, turned on the cold light. That's it. In the eyes of a Taurus, you threaten the integrity of the universe. Moving on. They want to be good. But if you're being obtuse, Taurus genuinely strives to be kind, calm, and understanding. They're willing to wait, explain, and help. But if you consistently fail to understand the obvious, keep making the same mistakes, and ignore common sense, well, welcome to 90s parenting mode. No filters, no sentimentality, with a strict pedagogy. Give it to me, I'll do it myself, and watch learn. Loud sighs, head shakes, and a gentle slap to the ego are all that's required. Don't be offended. That's what Taurus loves. You just deserve a talking to. They're soft and fluffy on the outside, but inside, they're a steel rod with a weight wrapped around it. Taurus may seem sweet, calm, warm, and engaging. They don't shout, dramatize, or make grandiose remarks. But behind all this gentleness lies an inner monolith, cast in principles, stubbornness, and common sense. Try to force their decisions or violate their boundaries, and you'll feel that fluffy ball transform into an armored tank, slowly but surely moving forward. And yes, the weight inside isn't for show. It's for balance. And in case you need to pin them to the wall, with love, of course. Ultimately, appreciate their care, respect their rules, and you will be loved by the most reliable sign of the zodiac. And if not, well, you've been warned.